The Witcher 3 itself is an amazing game. What I would say is you do not have to wait for this patch to come out.
Give me some moves, that guilty.
Geeks and nonsensical gamers, geeks and nonsensical gamers, yo. What's happening, people? I'm back, boy. So guys, The Witcher 3, The Witcher 3, The Witcher 3. What is going on over there at CD Projekt? Let's find out. The Witcher's long-awaited PS5 and Xbox Series X version has been delayed indefinitely following CD Projekt's decision to move its development in-house. An enhanced version of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for PS5, Xbox Series XS and PC, which include the base game and its various expansions, was initially announced in September 2020, with CD Projekt promising to deliver the likes of ray tracing and faster load times. All this would be made available as both a standalone version and as a free upgrade to those that already own the game on PS4, Xbox One and PC. It was a generous offer, but very little had been heard of the project since, with CD Projekt only intermittently mentioning it, usually in conjunction with word of another delay, as it continued its attempts to manage the fallout from Cyberpunk 2077's disastrous launch. Okay, so, oh wow. So when you think about it, this was announced back in 2020. It'd be coming up to 2 years. Oh, okay, so that is a long time ago now, to be fair. But at the same time, after the launch of Cyberpunk, I can completely understand why that most likely had to be pushed to the side. It's their own fault. Let's not even kid ourselves. They have nobody to blame but themselves. But it's understandable as to why they probably didn't have much time to work on it. But at the same time, it's the silence. It's when these companies go dark and don't give any kind of information as to what's going on development wise, which is why when announcements like this come through, a lot of your fan base is going to be annoyed. There are many people that are huge fans of the Witcher series that were probably looking forward to this update, especially after shows like The Witcher themselves. Some people most likely played The Witcher 3, pull it down, the shows have come out, and they wanted to jump back in, but with the next gen update, only now to find out that this is happening. That's not good. Witcher 3's most recent delay came last October when CD Projekt explained that based on recommendations supplied by teams supervising development, it was now aiming to launch in Q2 2022. However, that target has shifted again, with the developer blaming its latest delay on its decision to complete the remaining work on the game in-house. But we can also say, because we've got to look at it both ways, CD Projekt most likely have done this so that they can release the game in its best condition. The last thing they want is another situation like Cyberpunk. When it comes to how much rope CD Projekt have, there's not very much left. To release a bad update, for it to be a buggy mess, for it to just be a complete and utter disaster again, CD Projekt cannot afford for that to happen. And ultimately, that's the thing, like, why wait this long? Why wait this long to tell people this close to what many may have thought it was released? I don't think anybody, I would like to say, is silly enough to think that they say nothing for this long and then all of a sudden they're just going to release a game. I'm hoping that many people didn't ultimately have their hopes up that this game was due to release in the second quarter of 2022. But obviously that's not happening now. And it just sounds like more bad news for CD Projekt. The studio says it will offer a progress update as soon as we can. Those words there alone do not fill me with faith. And I'm not even a Witcher player, but there's certain words you see in certain articles that you know it's going to be a problem. Does anyone actually want it? I do. I bought Witcher 3, never got quite into it. Then the next gen patch was announced, and now it's my most anticipated release. You see, so somebody like that who was looking forward to playing it next gen is now not going to get that. And this announcement being this close to its supposed release at this time is only going to be more heartbreak. But at the same time, let's be fair. The Witcher 3 itself is an amazing game. What I would say is you do not have to wait for this patch to come out. I have not played it myself, but I would like to say pretty much across board, the love for that game is absolutely ridiculous. So you would not be disappointed if you played it on last gen or like an upscale version on this gen. really doesn't make any difference. One of the most popular and acclaimed games of the last decade getting a free update? Yeah, probably. Yeah, people are still going to be looking forward to it. They will be. But with news like this, I would say just don't get yourself down too much on it and just play The Witcher 3. I've got a copy of The Witcher 3 which I have not played. It was nothing to do with the next gen update coming. It's just I know that to sink the amount of hours you have to in that game, I just don't have time. But it is a game I am very, very much going to play at some point. And the need for an update or a patch to improve the ray tracing and stuff, I would say is definitely not needed. Saber Interactive did an amazing job on the Switch version, and kudos for cross-save between Switch and Steam versions. Cross-save, nice. But it seems like they couldn't finish this to an adequate standard. Or possibly that CD Projekt just want to save some cash. Taking this away from the people responsible for the Switch port and giving it to the people responsible for Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't obviously seem like something you do on quality or timelessness grounds. That there is very much interesting. You're taking it away from the people who are going to be doing the Switch port and giving it back to those originally who worked on Cyberpunk 2077. Does any more need to be said on that at this current time? I think not. It's nothing to do with saving cash. The studio who was doing the port is based in Russia. Obviously with what's going on, they decided to change that. Very, very fair indeed. And I think it's a very classy way to handle it. They took their decision without trying to communicate about it. We yelled enough on CD Projekt to tell them when they are doing things the right way. Over-promise and under-deliver again. This is the thing about, especially about things like comment sections, right? The one thing I would like people to understand on this channel is I'm always going to try and look at things from both sides. I will obviously have my own opinions on things, but it is interesting to see what happens in a comment section rather than in an article or a video itself, because that's where you get to see the varying opinions and how people feel about specific topics, which make, you know, gaming or any form of entertainment or media so interesting. So I'm definitely going to be doing videos like this more. When it comes to this decision again, what I would say is, guys, just jump on The Witcher 3 if you have the copy. Do not wait for this next version to come out. Get on it now, because you're already missing out on a game which is amazing within its own right. I guarantee that although these changes, these upgrades are going to make the game even better than it already is, I don't believe it's very much needed. And guys, if you want to become a primetime gister just like me, you can do that in 3 easy steps. Step 1, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about this news. Are you bothered by the announcement? Is it not really something you care about? Or does this come as an absolute shock to the system? Step 2, guys, if you're liking these videos, please don't forget to smash that like button, because if you want more, I'll give you more. And step 3?
Is step 3 really all that?
Shit, it ain't no step for a stepper.
Subscribe to the channel. Till next time, guys. Peace.